So here we've got a 630RL, typical IH model. Starting at the front here, this particular model is a nearly new model demonstrator model on the Peugeot. We're doing them on the Peugeot, the Citroën and the Fiat at the moment. This is a pre-registered model. We come round, we've got the alloys there. If you want, you know, for example, if you like this particular vehicle and demonstrator, you don't have to have that alloy. That's something that can be changed easily. Like a lot of our customers, they do like their vans to be individual, and the alloys are a particular personal thing. Some people, we've had some people in this morning go, "Oh, I love them," and we've had some people and go, "Can we change them?" And just, of course we can change them, yeah. And that's like things like the carpets. That's another thing that can be changed to make a completely different feel to the van. Also, the interior doors, you can go a lot lighter or a lot darker. Have the awning, lots of different colours. You can have it matte black to suit little things like, you know, all matched in with things like this. The decals can be different colours. Sometimes we have the knot or the dot in the colour that to match the inside. Even to the point where a few days ago, somebody bought one of our nearly new models, a demonstrator model. They changed the upholstery, and the upholstery went into another vehicle which somebody else has bought. So you have got a lot of choices. You've got to try and remember that. We get a lot. I bumped into a customer yesterday, for example, I overheard him. We didn't want to speak to a salesman, but I overheard him say, "Oh, I don't like them wheels," and we're walking away. And I went, "Just a minute, what do you mean?" And I explained the situation. "You can have what wheels you want." And he went, "What?" And he turned around and bought a vehicle. So this particular vehicle is a Peugeot model, the Cumulus Grey, I think they call it. And we've got the transparent decals on this one and a slight sheen on it. I think this goes well. It's subtle. Some people like that. Me personally, I'd particularly like the awning in a more matte satin colour as a contrast. But we have got, as you can see, the alloys. They're gloss, but you can have those matte as well, or you could have those in silver with a bit of black on. Again, it's down. If you look back and stand back and say, how would you personally like it? We can tweak things for people. The 630RL is one of our most popular models for obvious reasons. The lovely U-shaped settee at the back for the usual British weather, which we're waiting for summer, but it's coming. And in this particular van, let's pop in and have a little look. I quite like this contrast because we've got like a neutral material and it's very practical still. This has got a Gucci sport seats in with a twin armrests. Nice little place at the front for your computer or a cup of tea, etc, etc. It's got the new Electrolux fridge in, which contrasts again with the black top of the sink and the front of that. And again, same here through the glass, so it's all kind of gloss, dark finish. Stood outside the van, you've got your carpets like a soft colour. You've got the material and the leather soft colour and the surround of the door soft colour. So if you stand back, it all kind of pulls it together with a slight contrast of the timber we've used. Looking at the doors, this is a thing in particular that you can change if you come in and you like one of our demonstrator vans, to make a big difference. So if this is a little bit overpowering for you, you could have full gloss stone doors, or you could change the lot to white, purple, pink, or whatever your choice could. It can make a big difference in the back of the van where there's more timber finish. What you've got is the surroundings, which is a small part of it. As you can see, we can do a full gloss or a full matte finish, which is nice. I particularly like the white with a few little bits contrasting. That's my particular preference. Around here you've got your TV cabinet. Again, some people have TVs, some people don't. Some people even make this into a little cocktail cabinet if you're that way inclined. Gin and tonics, if that's on the list. This is a cupboard that can be utilised personally for people, or we've done little cupboards at this area for people, and back in this area again for people for their particular needs. So again, if you haven't ordered a van, you're not having one built from scratch. These vehicles would have nearly new and part built or finished even. There is particular things we can do for you to personalise it for yourselves. I like more contrasty colours. If I were buying this van, I'd probably have a darker seating material, but again, the lady who bought one yesterday She loved these colours because people come in and see what they like. So, oh, can I have these cupboards, but I'd like this material and this leather. So it pieces together like that sometimes. Sometimes people like the one we've done this particular material to go with these colours. Again, you can have it in leather or you can have it in the finished material you sat on. This 630RL, like I said, is our top model and our best seller, and I think that's because of this cosy rear lounge really. The British weather obviously denotes that we spend more time in our van than outside. It's cosy, feels nice. Also, one of you can put your feet up, or both of you can put your feet up and relax really nicely and watch the TV. You can pass each other a drink and everything. Plenty of room to pass around the back of the van here. And on a night, you can put the bed down and still use the rest of the van. One of you can go to bed, or one of you can sit up front in the seats at the front and put your feet up, use your laptop, or still get a drink. You can still get to every cupboard and straight into the fridge as well for drinks and your food, etc. In a 630 van, in general, it's about getting your balance, about what your kitchen space is to your seating space, to your cavities basically that you use for your storage. This particular one, if you look at this has got a nice feel to it and a nice balance, because you've got a sink with a drainer that's close by to your hob, and also you've got this, which absolutely just continues this forward and makes it just so workable. It makes it such a good workable surface. And then what you've got is two gigantic drawers. We can compartmental these out. Like you can see, we've already got that in for the cutlery and crockery. Most people that put the pans, bits and bats down there. Going back to the balance of the van, when I'm designing these kind of things, I'm thinking, what is the priority with people? Well, some people are very particular in what they want, and most people over the years I've kind of listened to, and the lounging and the sleeping is number one. The cooking area is number two, and then we've got the toilet and shower. Has to be practical and reasonable in size. That's the key thing, reasonable in size, because if you use too much of a block for your toilet and shower, you lose room for wardrobe space, sitting space. It has a knock-on effect through the van. But the 630RL is a proven, like, I won't say a thoroughbred, but it's that type of thing. It's been out for many years now, tweaked here, tweaked there, where the customer have gone a little bit further back, a little bit more space here, a little bit less space there, and it's kind of an optimum now, I think, and that's why I think it's our best model. As most IH customers know, we were the first, and we still do lots of these back panels. We take the rear doors off, put strengtheners inside here, so it's really solid and everything. All this is stainless steel, this is stainless steel, so it gives you massive access to a boot. We do sell a lot with the rear panel on, but we do quite a few also with the rear doors, particularly I think for the people who like to open them up. The rear, the reverse up to a view or something like that. Open them up on the rare sunny day that we get in the UK and look out over the bay or the view, whatever they're parked up. I particularly like the back panel because it takes the vanity away from it a little bit. The quality of it is fabulous, and I like in particular the wider window at the back, so you can see through the back mirror. It's easier, so some people like that, so you get more of a car kind of view out of your front mirror. And also it's much better insulation than two panel van doors on the back. And what we particularly do, and people joke to me about this, is you've got enough lighting to light up Blackpool. So we put everything, there's touch lights underneath the front here for reading. We've got our strip lighting, mood lighting down the middle, which is dimmable as well, and you've got lighting under every unit. My point is, if you've got too much lighting, you can always turn it off. If you haven't got lighting in the correct places, you can't see what you're doing. So remember, if you do like our demonstrators, our nearly new models that's coming through, and we've got a few in production now, You've got a choice of wheels, you can personalise the doors, the upholstery, and how the thing looks in general, so come and talk to us. And there's a few surprises in the workshop for one or two people who are looking for different kinds of brands and models. A new demonstrator is ready for sale or coming up for sale, so you need to give us a ring, but I don't want to show you what's going off here. So lovely blue colour, love this. We're going to have dark matte decals on the side of it. As you can see, this has got silver alloys on. Oh, sorry. Like I've mentioned, we've got probably 7 or 8 coming through the factory now that are ready for immediate stroke, you know, short-term deliveries. So give us a ring, get your name on them. If there's anything else anybody'd like to talk through or like me to go through on a van and explain any more detail, it'd be a pleasure.